Okay. Yeah, October 27th, our record comes out, but we also have a three book series box set that's coming out as well. One of the books is about our trip to write together in New Orleans, but the other two are about touring in America, and then there's a book about Australia as well. Sort of our experiences of touring. Lots of different artists contributed, like Dallas from City and Colour, Alexis on Fire, Chris from Death Cab, and like a bunch of other bands we've toured with over the years. And it's really awesome. It's like a combo of essays and interviews and photos, and it turned out really beautiful, and I'm really excited about it because I think especially for people who are really into Tegan and Sara, they'll really like it. It's funny, but it's also really interesting, and there's like a lot there. Like they're very, like they're kind of jam packed, but if you're like a casual listener of Tegan and Sara, like you might not want to get the books. You might be like, I don't need the books. But if you want them, you can buy it. You can pre-order the books right now and the record, and you'll get it on October 27th. And then you can just put it on eBay if you don't like it.
Okay, because I received an email, a somewhat panicked email that the books are sold out.
Well, we did a limited edition like deluxe package where we handmade ink blots, like because one of the themes in one of the books is like these ink blots and like psychological testing, etc. I hope that piqued some people's interest. So we handmade ink blots last week here in Vancouver and signed them. There's a video on your
site, teganandsara.com, of you making the ink blots.
Yeah, so those special edition ones sold out. There are still some copies. I mean, they are selling really fast, but we're going to continue to print them in the new year. It's just, if you want them now,
right,
then now's the time to get them. And it's really awesome. I mean, you get the books, you get the record, and it all gets like, I don't know, FedEx or something to you, so you get it on the day the record comes. It's kind of like Christmas. Like October 27th is like the new December 25th.
And wow, okay, and
that's right, people. I just took Christmas.
And they're called On In At.
Yeah.
And so they'll be available at bookstores too?
For now, they're just going to be available online, and then in the new year at shows.
Okay.
We'll see. We decided to self-publish. They're now kind of like DIY indie, and we talked with some publishers, and we talked with a book agent, and you know, in the end, the books would have ended up costing like a lot of money, and our goal was to try to keep them below $40, which when you actually hold the book set in your hands, you'll realize how tremendous that is. It's like a full, like, it's like each book is over 100 pages. I mean, it's a giant box set. And our thing was that I don't want people to have to, like, you know, pay an arm and a leg, and I don't want it to be impersonal. I want people to buy it from us. You know, we don't have that control over music anymore, so
yeah,
I'm a control freak.
Well, that's great. And so I look forward to that. And there's also a video of you sort of showing them off.
Yeah, if you go to our website, there's tons of information about the books, and they're available on maplemusic.com right now. And they really are like awesome. I mean, if you're a fan of any of those bands I mentioned or us, like I think they're really, really cool.
And it's a great new website too.
Thank you.
Which you redo for every album.
We
basically.
do. We kind of are constantly keeping things up to date, you know. Yeah. I mean, that's how we really communicate with our audience. I really like all the information from Tegan and Sara to come from Tegan and Sara.
Yeah.
You know, when I go to a band site and it's run by the label, like, no offense to the label, but I'm like, I'll just go immediately to try to find a MySpace or something where the band's speaking. I don't want to hear anyone else speaking for the band that I like. I want them to be speaking. So we really try to keep it all Tegan and Sara centric. I don't want anyone to get blasted with like, you know, details that are like, I don't know, label or industry centric, you know.
Yeah.
Like we're trying to keep it real.
And that's the way it is in 2009, where people want the direct connection.
I think so, yeah. Mm-hmm. Which can be annoying sometimes, because I'm like, I'm so tired, I just want to ride my pony. I don't want to have to update my website.
Okay. Tegan Quin, thank you very much. And we're going to play the song 19 now to go out from the last record, The Con. Now, this must have been a single in Australia.
I think it got radio play there. I think it got radio play in Winnipeg as well. So this is going out to the people of Winnipeg. You're the only province and city that actually added the 19, the single. Because
this, when you played it in Australia, I mean, they freaked out. I think it was the Emerson Theatre or something. They freaked out over several songs, but 19.
People really dig the song.
They went over the top.
It's because it's tortured, because who didn't like have that moment where they felt their entire lives were going to be shattered because this person who they'd like, you know, wanted so badly, who'd like changed their life the second they'd met, like didn't want them, rejected them. I mean, everyone has that unrequited love story like that turns into a total nightmare, you know, and I think people just really connected to that. I mean, you know, when you're 19, 18, like right around there, that's when you really start to like get love, get relationships, and then relationships just slay you, rip you apart and destroy your soul and make you a jaded, unhappy person. And then it all changes. You turn like 29 and all of a sudden you're like, you start taking yoga and You start writing about your neighborhood and grow your hair out and calm down, and it's pretty awesome. I'm not talking about me, by the way. Sounds
Tegan Quin, thanks a lot.
Enjoy.
Great to see you.
Thanks, Grant.
All right, bye-bye.